Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid, just going to dive into XRP once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So right now XRP off this trend line just here is roughly up around 4.51%. If it continues from here where we was long in it yesterday, it's around about 7.6% trade up to this level of resistance. Now this level of resistance just here, this is a key test for XRP. I do think it's on the cards because, like I said to you so many times, you do usually see 3 points of contact on these trend lines, okay, and 3 points of contact to support as well. You know, there's a prime example just here. If we take a look at this, okay, you got your 3 points of contact there, you got your 3 points of contact there before it made a decision in this horizontal. So again, you came up, you was looking for continuation, and then boom, you broke down, okay, and you met a target, which was basically that swing high in the 1618 fib reversal wave right there. You know, the extension of an ABC correction, 1618 met. So this, in actual fact, could be a wave 4, and right now this is loading some kind of impulsive move to the upside, which takes out that high. So one looking glass to that particular scenario would be if we start to break this resistance, because this would say, okay, what's happened? You got overextended, come back, okay, and you're coiling up inside of this huge horizontal looking for the continuation. So this is a very tradable event. If you're not already in a long, like I said to you yesterday, really good area to build some longs with a stop loss down there on that low, okay, and obviously a 786 fib as well to invalidate any further downside. So at the minute it's playing out, but we need to see the follow through. So anyone that's sort of sitting in the wings waiting for a trade, I would wait for the break of this resistance, okay, because if we break that resistance just down, I can't give you got to come to your charts because you can see it's clearly descending level of resistance. If we break that, I would say, okay, we're confirming, you know, you're breaking out of a horizontal here and you're looking at least retracing to that, and all you do to work out your target, you just come to your charts basically and you drop your fibs on from the bottom, all the way from the bottom, try and get another one for you to the top. And you can see at the moment what you've done, you've come down, you ran into the golden ratio, you've come back to a higher level support than this. So you're coiling up looking for a direction, whether or not, you know, you're beginning another impulsive move to the downside, or you're coiling up looking for the breakout. A lot of people, there's a couple of comments on yesterday's video saying, oh, it's either going to go up or go down. But yeah, this is technical analysis. I've not got a crystal ball. It's all about support and resistance. I've taught you that, okay? And anyone that pays attention, they know that, okay? And it's all about support and resistance. So this is your low, this is your high, and right now you're caught between the both here. So this is a very key high, this is a very key low, and right now you're sort of coiling up looking for a direction here, okay? So if we break this resistance, fantastic, go long. If we lose this support and start to trade outside of this ascending level support, then I would necessarily look to go short down to the 3811, where which is that neckline of that W double bottom pan. But there's a scenario that's potentially playing out here, and I did go through this with you. The previous bottom, what happened was we came up, went sideways, and then we broke out again before coming back down to this neckline. So I know a lot of people are expecting a trend line retest at this point, but it might not happen from here, okay? So this could actually be, I'm going to go through this with you. Let me drop the fibs back on. We could be looking at another impulsive move with a minimal target around about 60 cents, and that could be the final fifth wave of a larger macro wave 1 before we do start to come back in for a large wave 2 correction back down to this trend line. Do you understand? So, you know, it would be a whopping correction. It would make people think we're in a massive bear market, because it would be around about 36% correction. But history tells us that, you know, it's done it before, so it could possibly be on the cards again. You know, if I take a look at the weekly time frame, I'll show you exactly what I mean right here. Okay, we've got this breakout, haven't we? And we broke out, going to the moon. You see, we coiled up here, put the final fifth wave in, and then drop back down to this neckline. You know, we're kind of doing it again. If we take a look at this, we've broken out, coiling up, potentially get one kind of impulsive move up to the 1272. Everyone gets super bullish, and then we drop again back down to this neckline, because we've basically melted through it here on the weekly. You see that we've melted through the 10, we've melted through the 20, which we've had a test of support, but we've melted this level of support at previous resistance, not back test to turn support. So that test for me, it will come, okay? People, they can't see it, they don't think it will. You know, if we take a look at this correction from this wave 5 high all the way down, again, that was a whopping 32% correction in a bull market, okay? Because this is what these coins do. They have monster corrections, but no one ever anticipates it. So like I said to you, I think that potentially we've got this low here, which could potentially be playing out like that. Okay, so we've got a bit of a cheat code, potentially a bit of a looking glass. Again, it will be invalidated if we start to break out here, we fall back to the 55, we hold its support, and we start to do something like that. Okay, then yeah, okay, you're not going to come back down there and have that retest, but you have to have it on your radar simply because you've melted through it as resistance and not necessarily back tested at support. So if there was a breakdown, which you're fully aware there can be massive corrections in bull markets, okay, and the crypto market's extremely volatile. If there was, and there was a massive correction, then I definitely think you are looking for a retest of that 038, which is the neckline, and that could be an absolute maximum opportunity right there to come back to this level of support. Okay, previous resistance, backtest turning support, it could be the absolute maximum opportunity for you that missed that because they were scared of buying the fear. Okay, so like I said to you, we just want to carve out this bottom, the structure. We look as though we're potentially doing it right now on Bitcoin. So if we take a look at the 4-hourly time frame again, if we get the break here, okay, and we start to come up from here, this would have been a beautiful opportunity for you, okay, because you could have gone long, like I said to you yesterday, on BitGet with the amazing 8k sign up bonus from this point here. We could be looking at continuation, a potential breakout all the way to the 1272, which is around about a 35% long opportunity. Okay, the market could get a little bit crazy over the next sort of few weeks here. Let's keep an eye on it. You know, anything can happen, but I would imagine at this point you're going to get overextended, and this is why you start to come in for your big wave 2, because for me I think that this would confirm, if we take a look on the daily right here, I can tell you this would confirm to me that you're doing something like this. Let me show you. Okay, so this is the macro. This is a 1. Okay, this was your 2. This was your 3. Potentially this is your 4. If not, if it's not done all yet, because it's quite shallow, and wave 4 is usually shallow. You can see it's a lot shallower than 2. If this was your wave 4, and it's doing everything it needs to say it's the wave 4, because the wave 4 we traced and it didn't lose that wave 1 high, which is the rule of Elliott wave. Okay, so this could be some kind of ABC wave 4. This could be some kind of impulsive, corrective and impulsive move loading of a final 5th wave. So that could be the 4. And right now you could be looking at 5, which is done, and that would be a macro wave 1. Do you understand? Then you come in for a wave 2 correction, a big ABC correction, back down to these highs. This level of resistance just here was, you know, not necessarily back to support. So it's a possible scenario. You know, the alternative of that right now is, it, you know, this is basically an ABC correction back up to the highs, and XRP began another impulsive move here to the downside. So to sort of see that, what we need to do is start to fall through all this support. At this point, start to come down like this, fall through all this support, come down, turn that into resistance. If you start to see this level here, 03811, turn into resistance on the weekly, the daily, really negative. Okay, think about your position in XRP, because it would mean that this is a correction back up to the highs, okay, from where you came, and this is the beginning of a new impulsive wave to the downside. You understand? Which I've given you targets. Will it do that? I don't know, because XRP has done everything it needs to bottom out, basically, in the charts. And like I said to you, you know, historical data tells us, you know, that on the weekly time frame, whenever we do this on the Gaussian, and all I'm doing is relaying data, not hopium, whenever we do this, that's the bottom, and it's always the absolute optimal entry point for you to ride an impulsive wave back up into the median line of the Gaussian channel. You know, it's never not done it, and I've gone through this with you many times before. Okay, so it's opportunity, isn't it? Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that little update. You know, like I said to you yesterday, good area to go long with a really tight stop loss down there yesterday. You know, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, definitely do check it out. We are looking, if we can break out this horizontal right now, we are looking at a minimal 6049 cent XRP token, and you can see that we're starting to bust right through here into the EMAs, probably get rejected, come back, and then eventually get to that medium line. But if this goes super parabolic here, there'll be no holding it back, will they? But this here, this is an anomaly for me to break out of resistance and not necessarily back test it support. This is on my radar, this green line, which is 03811. If there is a major correction or big crash in the markets here, this would be my support target going forward for those that missed this bottom. Okay, hope you understand that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned, and take care, everyone. Thank you. Bye bye.